Let's keep rolling along. And next up, we go to a move that I would like to make right now. Donnie, I would like to make right now, but this market move confounds me. New Orleans, Jacksonville. Saints open as 2-point favorites. Now the Jaguars are 1-point favorites. This total at 44 or 44.5. Donnie, how can the Jags be favored? Peyton has Teddy B working a simple game plan, and it's flowing. Minshew is fine. He's a good young quarterback, but can he tear up this New Orleans football team? Jacksonville's poorly coached, and their best player is pretending he has a back injury. Donnie, why is this market move happening, and should I back the Saints here?
I got to tell you, Jimmy, the only thing that keeps me from betting the New Orleans Saints over the past couple of weeks, you hear me saying, look, Teddy, you can't be putting up 250 yards. You can't have 250 yards of total offense if you're going to, get my money behind it if you want to cover as a favorite. I saw a new Teddy Bridgewater in the dome. He was pushing the football down. He was damn near perfect. It says he has an interception, but that was an interception that deflected off of Alvin Kamara. He pushed it downfield. He didn't even give up the Saints didn't even give up a sack in that football game. So we're going to take that big, nasty offensive line. We're going to get a Teddy Bridgewater feeling good about himself. All your weapons are healthy. And let's not forget, we always overshadow the Saints defense, Jimmy, is absolutely balling at this point. So now we're going to flip it over and watching the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was so impressed. Gardner Minshew is a legitimate NFL quarterback, able to manipulate the pocket, throw out, pump fakes, look off wide receivers and defensive backs. He's been amazing in this one. But when it comes down to it, I think I trust the New Orleans Saints a little bit more. Hey, they're going outside the dome. They don't play as well. That does factor in a little bit. And I love the way the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing. But if I'm going to get another back injury out of Jalen Ramsey in this football game, I saw enough out of Teddy Bridgewater last week to say, you know what? He's finally back in rhythm. That offense is going to put up points. And that defense is phenomenal for the Saints. I don't agree with the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jimmy, being a favorite here. I don't.
Either do I. And I think it's got to come back to New Orleans. If enough of us are sitting here are perplexed by it. Okay, give me the angle, Donnie, on the other side. Give me the opposite argument. If you were backing this market move towards the Jaguars, would the argument be Bridgewater on the road? He's not going to be able to succeed on the road? Would that be the argument? What would be the main points of this market move towards the Jaguars?
That is exactly correct. You're taking a look at a Saints team that's without Drew Brees, which even if they had Drew Brees, what would they be? Let's just say they'd be favored by 2.5 or 3 points if we're looking at one of those future lines, technically. But now you're looking at it coming back. Also, when you check out SBRs.com, you can take a look at, who's betting what. It's a heavy favorite because people say, oh, New Orleans is back the same way we are doing. Jacksonville is a really good football team, but you're still talking about a rookie quarterback who I think is playing extremely well. They're leaning on Leonard Fournette. If this was the old Saints defense where we laughed at and they gave up 35 points a week and Drew Brees has to shoot it out, this is a completely rebuilt Saints defense that can do a lot of good things. They can put pressure on a young quarterback. They can defend on the backside. This is saying I really like Gardner Minshew. I do. But the Jacksonville Jaguars defense hasn't been locked down by any stretch. Did you see him last week giving up run after run after run? You're going to have Kamara coming at you in this football game who can do a lot of the same things that Run CMC can do for the Carolina Panthers. It's a square play. It really is. But I love what the Saints are doing right now.
I agree with you completely. Tormey knows the Saints defense with Rankin's back, and Davenport and Jordan is very strong.
They're really good, yeah.
Jake Bell says, I love a +1 dog. Farshad Hassami on Jacksonville. That makes me uncomfortable. I fail miserably when I'm on the other side of Farshad Hassami. Brandon Lugo liking the under, and Ant Fam backing the under. Says, go with the under. Teddy won't ball out again against the Jags defense, and Saints defense is balling. What do you think about this total, Donnie? It's low at 44. Can you get under it?
I actually do think it's low, Jimmy, because I like Minshew's put up some decent numbers against some pretty good defenses. And now we're looking at the role reversal. This, again, is preference on if Jalen Ramsey is not there just to say, you know what, Jalen Ramsey one-on-one with Michael Thomas and let's let everybody eat, that might be a completely different scenario. But these two teams should be able to put up. Minshew has shown the ability to move the football. And now that I'm getting a re-engaged, offense with Teddy Bridgewater for the Saints, they were phenomenal last week on offense. I think they can continue it. We're looking at both teams possibly getting into the 20s. I think they can do that. If we're looking just sidewise, still lean New Orleans. But I think this number can get over the total. I do.
I want the Saints. Teddy B says, take the Saints. I agree. I want the Saints, and just the market moves a little perplexing.